Hello and welcome back to another video in the NFT trading section of the course. In this video, I want to show you this tool right here called Super C. Again, I am not affiliated with this tool whatsoever, but I've been using this tool for the last 3 to 4 months now, and it's made me a lot of money. So what it is basically a sniping bot, and what it does is it gives you data so you can snipe NFTs after they've been revealed, and you can get them at a really good price. So if you remember what I showed you earlier in regards to the phases of a collection, we have the minting, the public mint, and then it decreases in price, increases, and then the project gets revealed. Well, after the NFT is revealed and people can see what artwork they have, a lot of them are not going to be happy with the artwork. A lot of them are going to then sell them on OpenSea, which is why the price typically dips after reveal. However, some people will be listing NFTs that are rare without knowing it for a really cheap price. And if you don't have a sniping tool, then literally for you to figure out if an NFT is rare, you would have to go over to the collection page, go over to activity, ignore all the stuff you see here as this is actually from the tool, but you'd have to open up each one by one. For example, this sold for 3.1 ETH. If we want to figure out why, we'd have to open it up in a new tab, wait for it to load, scroll down, then go to properties, and then see it's got a what trait, 2% of ice cream, so there's ice cream in there somewhere on its head. Okay, cool. And it's wearing blue running joggers, I guess, or a running top, 2%. So again, not really that low, but we can get a good indication, right? So if anyone has an ice cream on their head, this little alien figure, and is wearing a blue tracksuit, then we could potentially buy this and sell it for a lot of money. However, we had to do a lot of analysis just to determine that. You might think that didn't take you that long. Well, when a collection actually reveals, there is going to be so many listings coming up. If I actually turn on listings, this isn't a brand new project which just revealed, but you can see even on this older project, there is so many listings coming through. And what you want to do is to be able to pick up a listing at a good price for the rarity of that NFT and then flip it quickly for a higher profit. So in this specific example, there are 10,000 items in the collection. So when we are using OpenSea, what it is, it's basically a Google Chrome extension and it overlays all this data onto OpenSea. We can see the floor prices very quickly from the whole collection. We can see how rare the NFTs are. We can also get notified if the price drops below a specific figure. For example, if I go back to this tab, we can see the floor price is 2.28. I want to know if someone lists an NFT for 1.6, for example, I want to know about it straight away. Well, you can set that up using listing notifications. As soon as you get notified, go in and buy the NFT and you know you've got yourself a good deal. Of course, be wary that if the floor price is dropping, it could be for external reasons. Maybe there's been some really crazy allegations come out with the founder. There was one not too long ago where one of the founders on a project basically got pulled up and was accused of being racist. And when the allegation came out, the floor price plummeted. So again, make sure you're only looking at collections you know inside out. There's lots of other features as well, such as quick buy, and you can mass refresh. But honestly, the main benefit of this tool is for you to be able to quickly see how rare an NFT is. So Super C actually does this by color coordinating. So blue is going to relate to the top 10% of the collection. So we can see this particular NFT is ranked 588, so just under 600 out of the whole 10,000 collection. So this one is pretty rare, right? And if you hover over it, it says rare, top percent, number 588 out of 10,000. You can click it and then learn about why it's rare. So let's go ahead and do that just out of interest. Why is this one so rare? Let's go to properties. It's got a black tux. So it's in a black tuxedo. Ah, there you go. Oh, it's also got a scuba diver in its mouth. Oh, there you go, on its head, a scuba mask, not a scuba diver. Apologies. But you can see, you can figure out exactly why it is rare. So instead of you looking at this and wasting time, you know exactly straight away this is a rare one. So if you saw this come up for a really good price, a lot cheaper than the floor price, it's going to be a good purchase. Remember, the floor price is the cheapest NFT in the whole collection. If you manage to get a rare one at much cheaper than the floor price, then you can go ahead and try and flip that straight away. Now, I want to stress that you can only use this after a project has revealed. For example, if I go over to another collection, let's go for that one we looked at earlier. Was it Killer GF? This one hasn't revealed yet. If we look at the artwork, just to confirm that, it's all the same. So if I go over to activity, you can see it's not pulling any rank. So Super C isn't that useful in this instance. It's only good if you plan on trading after projects have been revealed. So do bear that in mind. There is a free version of Super C. However, if you go for the free version, it's not actually going to overlay the rarity of the NFTs. It will just let you know the floor price, so like 0.4, which of course is handy to know if you're really far down in the listings. You can quickly see the floor price without having to scroll right up to the top and figuring out the floor price right there. However, to use the paid version and to get the rarity score, you do have to pay for the tool. I will be honest, this tool is not the cheapest by far. You can see you can pay for it on a monthly basis, and it's going to cost you 0.1 ETH. At the time of making this video, I feel like I've said that about 100 times during this course, 0.1 ETH to USD. You can see that is about $242. So it's quite a lot of money, especially if you are starting out. However, if you do use the tool correctly, you can make that back in one trade, as I showed you earlier on in the course, but it is very, very expensive. They do have a lifetime membership as well at 0.5. So if you click that on OpenSea, you can go to that listing page. And as you can see, the floor price in that is 1.2. There's only one thing to buy. So this is 1.2 Ethereum. You can see there's loads of people that own it, over 1,000. I am one of them. It's a big investment I've made for sure. However, like I said, I am serious about NFTs. I'm not just making a course giving you the theory. I am literally doing this stuff myself day in, day out. Those who know me from my previous courses related to SEO and digital marketing, you will know that I don't just say things for the sake of it. So Super C is a really good option. Again, it's very expensive if you are a beginner, but if you are getting into NFTs and you are really starting to invest a lot of your time and money, it's definitely one you should consider. In the last video, we looked at this rarity sniper bot tracking tool called Super C. However, what I want to do in this video is actually show you another tool I came across, as I did promise that if I come across any solid tools, I will update the course to make everyone aware of those. Well, I actually found another tool you can use to work out the rarity score other than Super C. Now, I will be honest with you, it is a little bit more longer than Super C. It's not as convenient and it is missing quite a few features like a buy now button, for example. However, let's imagine you are looking at this collection for Alien Friends. You then go over to activity to see what is going on the project. You then go to listings, and we can see the average floor price is 2.289. So we start scrolling down and we're seeing listings come up. We've got one for 2.35. So that is actually above the floor price of 2.28. However, this could be a really, really rare NFT, right? This could be the most rare one in the collection. If it is, this could be a pretty good price to get it at, as it's just over the floor price. However, how do you know if this is rare? If you don't have a sniping bot, right? In this instance, I can see it's not rare from using Super C. It's actually ranked 9,182. So it's in the bottom 50% of the whole collection. But what you can actually do is go over to the website we saw earlier, rarity.tools. You can go over to all collections and then type in the name of the collection you are looking at, which is Alien Friends. And then what you want to do is where it says ID, enter in the ID of the listing you are reviewing. So in this instance, it's just moved below. It's going to be 202. So let's go over and we'll go for ID, type in 202 and then click look up. And as you can see, it brings up a rarity score of 50. We can see the rank 9199. We can see all the traits right here, and we can get a very quick indication of how rare this NFT is. And as we can see, it's not really that rare whatsoever. So this is also a different tool you can use to determine the rarity. Of course, you can always just open up that NFT, like I said, in a new tab, wait for the page to load, and then scroll down, go to properties, and then try and analyze what is the most specific trait. So it's just another way you can do things, really. I'm trying to make the course the most comprehensive as possible and show everyone multiple ways they can do things. And that's it for this one. In this video, I want to walk you through something very, very important, which is market phases. This is really important to know because how NFTs perform are market dependent. Now, there are essentially two stages to the market. We have number one, a bull market, and we have number two, what we call a bear market. And just to clarify, when I say the word market, I'm referring to the whole crypto NFT space in general. So to understand how NFTs perform in these different stages of the market, we first need to understand which each stage actually means. So first up, a bull market. Well, a bull market or a bull run is a period of time where the majority of investors are buying, demand outweighs supply, and market confidence is at a high. Or in other words, a bull market is when the markets are experiencing sustained and or substantial growth. So bull markets are absolutely great. That is when things are growing. Whereas the other stage of the market, which is number 2, the bear market, well, that is pretty much the opposite. A bear market is a period of time where supply is greater than demand, confidence is low, and prices are falling. Or, in other words, a bear market is when the markets are experiencing sustained and or substantial decline. So bear markets are not good when it comes to NFTs. And the main reason why is because it is really difficult to trade in a bear market, as you have no idea how people are going to react. Confidence is at a low, there is way more supply than demand on the market, so even if you buy a really good NFT at a low price, there's no guarantee you can sell that for higher due to the reduced demand in the industry. I get a lot of questions from people asking me, when does a bear market end? Well, it's really difficult to predict when a bear market is going to end, as rebounding is typically slow and unpredictable, and it can be influenced by a lot of external factors, such as economic growth. You also have investor psychology, which plays a big role in when a bear market ends. If a lot of people believe that we are still in a bear market, then even if we're not, investors are not going to be spending their money and we're going to remain in that bear market. Some other external contributing factors are events and world news. I'm sure you've seen plenty of things in the news about countries coming out and making statements about crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Well, that has a big impact on the price of those cryptocurrencies, which has a knock-on effect of how NFTs perform. One cryptocurrency in particular, which has a massive impact on the NFT space, is Ethereum. And the reason why is because the majority of NFT projects these days are all built on the Ethereum blockchain. Let me go over to my browser and I'll give you an example of what I mean in regards to cryptocurrencies and how they affect NFTs. So in front of me, I have up this website called Dune Analytics. I will include a link to this in the resources, but essentially what this does is it tracks the volume across the whole of OpenSea, literally across every single NFT project. This is in USD millions, and you can basically see how much money is being spent on OpenSea every single day. And as you can see, recently, the volume on OpenSea has been going downwards. It is declining. This is an indication that we are currently in a bear market. Volume is on a downwards trend. Now, let's have a look at the price of Ethereum. So if I go to the last month, you can see Ethereum has had lots of drastic changes in a short period of time. But essentially, what you need to know is when Ethereum goes up, NFT volume goes down. We can see the price of Ethereum going up greatly in the last month. If we even go to the last 7 days, take it even more granular, again, the price has gone up a lot for Ethereum in the last week. Look at the volume on OpenSea. In the last week or so, it has been going down. And the reason why volume goes down when Ethereum goes up is because everyone is trying to chase the maximum game and they want the Ethereum out of the NFTs, as of course, it's now worth more than when they put it in. And on the flip side, when Ethereum actually goes really low in price, if I go back to the last month, you can see the price of Ethereum dropped a lot here. Well, this also adds a lot of fear in the NFT space, so NFTs also go down as well. Pretty much when the price of Ethereum goes really high, people want to cash out and take all the profits off the table, and they're more wary of investing in NFTs as the price of Ethereum has gone up. And when the price of Ethereum goes down drastically, it also adds a lot of fear into the space. So typically, NFTs do best when Ethereum is hovering around the same amount and fluctuating a little bit up, a little bit down, but it's pretty much stable. That is when NFTs fluctuate. To give you an example of exactly what I mean in regards to how Ethereum affects NFTs, I saw this tweet the other day, it's actually really good. You can see we have Ethereum here in the green line, and as Ethereum goes up, we have NFTs in the red line and it goes down. So it's pretty much the opposite of what the cryptocurrency does. Which is also why you're going to see tons of articles in the news such as crypto prices are down while the NFT market remains red hot. Here's why, and the reason why is because they are literally on different cycles. When ETH rises, NFTs go down, vice versa. And just as a pro tip, if you ever want to figure out if we are in a bear market or a bull market, literally all you need to do is come over to Dune Analytics and take a look at the volume in the most recent days. We can clearly see it is declining. Another strategy you can use to determine if volume is going up or down in that exact specific moment is to go over to OpenSea, go to stats and then go to rankings. that is going to show you the top whole collections on the whole of OpenSea. And if you look at the last 7 days, we've got an increase in this project, Hate Prime, where we've got Zuki, another really big project, down 65% in red. This one is also down 65%, down 70%, down 49%, down 62. These two have gone up, but you can see again, more of these projects are going down. So these are the biggest projects out there in regards to NFTs, and the bulk of them are going down. This is a very clear signal that volume is in a downwards trend, meaning we are currently in a bear market. And what is very, very important to know is that the trading strategy I showed you works best in a bull market. So let me go through what I do in different stages of the market, and hopefully that will give you an idea on what you should be doing to make sure the odds are in your favor. When I'm in a bull market, I am really bullish on trading NFTs, as I can confidently predict patterns, when to invest and when to sell. There is so much demand in the NFT space in a bull market, you don't really have to worry about too much of when you're buying and when you're selling. Now, of course, I don't mean you should just buy NFTs at any random price. Do follow the pattern recognition training I showed you, but you have more room for error when it comes to a bull market. So what do I do? Well, when we are in a bull market, I am really bullish on trading NFTs, as I can confidently predict patterns, I know when to invest, and I know when to sell. And even if I do make small mistakes, I enter the market too late or even too early, because we are in a bull market and there's so much demand coming into the space, it gives you more room for error. And when it comes to trading, you can quite confidently predict every stage of the market, when the minting happens, when the price starts to stabilize. You'll see the price increase up to pre-reveal as people are excited. Everyone who wasn't able to mint are FOMOing into the project. They're buying NFTs at crazy price. The price goes high, high, high. Then after pre-reveal, the price is pretty much all over the place. So if you're looking to trade NFTs, then bull markets are your best friend. So what do I do when it's not a bull and predictable market? Well, when it is a bear market, I only focus on hype projects, such as Goonies, for example. That is a project that had so much hype, so I was confident to make a trade, even despite it being a bear market. There's so much hype around the project, there's going to be volume around that specific project in particular. Another strategy you can follow when it comes to bear markets is buy into blue chip projects that you truly believe in. These projects are typically going to be more expensive than the average project because they are blue chip projects, but essentially a blue chip project is a project that you believe is going to do well and increase in value in the long term. The word blue chip refers to long term. If you are completely new to NFTs, then I do not recommend that you make any trades during a bear market, because price action is going to be pretty much all over the place. Here we have an example of a project that minted the other day. You can see here was a mint, it declined, it didn't flatline whatsoever, it just went up, down, up, down, up, down, and it basically continued for the whole duration, and the project is on a downwards trend. Typically, you're going to see a project increase in value before pre-reveal as people are excited and they're FOMOing into the project. However, in a bear market, it is less likely to follow that pattern. So if you do end up buying in one of these dips, for example, maybe around here below 0.25, you might think you've got in at a good point. However, because there's barely any demand in the industry at that particular time, you can see the price is going to go down, down, down over time, and you're going to end up losing money. In summary, understanding what the two phases of a market are is really important, and even more important, understanding what phase the market is currently in is going to have a big impact on how you approach trading NFTs. Thanks for watching. In this video, I want to expand your options and show you that there is a gas-free marketplace on OpenSea where you can create and sell your NFTs without having to pay any gas fees. So not a lot of people actually know this, but there are multiple blockchains you can use when using OpenSea. The first and the most popular is the one we've gone through plenty of times so far in the course, which is an Ethereum blockchain. 99% of the biggest projects that you would have heard of in the NFT space, they are all going to be built on the Ethereum blockchain, primarily because it's the most popular out there. However, we do have other options such as the Polygon blockchain, and we have another option below of the Clayton blockchain as well. And the one I'm going to be focusing on is this one right here, Polygon. So what is Polygon? Polygon is basically a layer 2 solution, and it works with Ethereum to address many of the problems that Ethereum has, such as the high gas fees. And let me show you how this ties in with OpenSea. So if we go over to OpenSea, then go to Explore, and then go to all NFTs, This is going to list all of the NFTs currently on sale. However, I want to go to chains on the left hand side and then click Ethereum. And as you can see, there is 19.7 million items listed on the Ethereum blockchain in total. That is a lot of NFTs. If I then clear my Ethereum blockchain filter and then go ahead and select Polygon, you can see there is 7.1 million NFTs on the Polygon blockchain. So there's still a lot of NFTs, but there's nowhere near as many NFTs on Polygon as there is on Ethereum. And that is because Ethereum is way more popular. And you can view this in two ways, right? You can see it as, hey, there's less NFTs on Polygon. So if I list an NFT on Polygon, I don't have to pay any gas fees, and it's more likely for someone to see my NFT, and I have less competition to fight against. And yes, whilst that is true, you also need to bear in mind that because Polygon is less popular, it can also take you longer to generate a sell. Another thing which you need to be aware of is if you list an NFT for sale on the Polygon blockchain, then the only people that can buy that NFT are people that have cryptocurrency that work with the Polygon blockchain. If I open up this one and give you an example, I'm not sure what this is. It's a stoned Santa Polygon, but you can see right here I have the option to buy this for 0.04, and this isn't 0.04 ETH. If you hover over this symbol right here, you can see it says ETH on Polygon. So for customers who want to buy this NFT, they need to have ETH on Polygon. They can't use a standard Ethereum currency. Let me give an example by clicking the buy now. If I click buy now and then click confirm checkout, you will see that to buy this NFT, I need to deposit Ether into Polygon. So I can't buy this with my original Ethereum. Now this is another hurdle that buyers have to go through, and it can add more friction as there is more hoops for that buyer to jump through. But as you can see below that, it says once you deposit Ethereum into Polygon, you won't need to pay a transaction fee, aka a gas fee, again for future Polygon purchases with your deposited Ethereum. So if I end up depositing 1 Ethereum and I buy this for half an Ethereum, I have 0.5 Ethereum left where I can buy other NFTs on the Polygon blockchain without paying any fees. However, once my money runs out and I want to buy more NFTs on the Polygon blockchain, I will have to deposit more money into cryptocurrencies that work on the Polygon blockchain. Which, by the way, if you're wondering what cryptocurrency that is, it's a cryptocurrency called Matic. That is a token you use when using Polygon. So if you already have Matic in your Coinbase or Binance account, you can send that over to your wallet as I showed you earlier on in the course, and then you can use that to make a purchase. However, just how you have to do that, the customer also has to do that as well. So that is something definitely you want to bear in mind if you plan on listing NFTs on the Polygon blockchain. However, if you are looking for a cheaper alternative where you don't have to pay any gas fees when you are creating and selling NFTs, then you definitely want to consider the Polygon blockchain. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. And in the next one, I'll be showing you how you can list an NFT on the Polygon blockchain. See you soon. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can sell an NFT on the Polygon blockchain. So I'll be using the same NFTs we already created earlier on in the course, as pretty much when you create the NFT, it's exactly the same process you would follow as we already ran through. The only difference is when you come to list the item on OpenSea. So let's go back to OpenSea. I'll go over to my profile and then go over to collections. And here we have my original collection, which I created earlier on in the course. This collection is on the Ethereum blockchain. So we can't add an NFT to an existing collection on another blockchain and have that NFT on another blockchain. We need to have a dedicated collection for that specific blockchain. So let's go ahead and click Create Collection. I will have to sign in and just authorize it is actually me. So let's click Sign. For the logo image, just give that a select and then go to my desktop and go for NFTs. Let's go for this one as the logo image. Again, this is just for the purpose of this trading course, just to show you how to create an NFT on Polygon. For the featured image, again, I'll go for the same image. And for the banner image, I mean, let's go for the same image as well. It doesn't really matter. Again, obviously, make sure you follow what I showed you earlier on in the training when it comes to actually creating the logo, featured image, and the banner image as well. I have already ran through all of that, and I really do not want to duplicate the course just for the sake of making it longer. That isn't my style. Let's go for a name for this collection. Let's go with Josh's Bear for the Polygon world. And it's available as well. What are the chances of that? URL, I will go for the same thing as my project name, just for consistency. I will need to remove all of these spaces and put in dashes between it. So I'll just fast forward this quickly so you don't have to watch me do this. And just like that, that has now been done. Description, again, follow the same thing I ran through in the previous sections of the course. Try and be as descriptive as possible. For the purpose of this training video, I'm going to go with the description. I hope you are enjoying this course. Next, we have a category. So I will select art, as clearly my NFT is a piece of art. Of course, if you have a piece of music which you'd like to upload as an NFT, then go ahead and select music. But for this purpose, I will be going for art. If you already have a website built out which talks about your NFT collection, your project, who you are, your team, your roadmap, go ahead and include a link there. However, like I said earlier on in the course, creating an NFT project which does well is going to require a lot of time and resources. So 9 times out of 10, you're just better off uploading your individual pieces of art or music as NFTs. So for now, I will leave all of this blank. My creator earnings, so how much commission do I want to earn if someone sells my NFT onto someone else after buying it from me? I will go for a commission of 2.5%, as that is definitely on the lower end. The higher your creator commission, the less likely people are actually going to buy your NFT, as they know if they sell it at a later date, they're going to have to pay additional fees. Your wallet payout address is going to be the same wallet we ran through earlier on in the course. To find out your wallet address, just go over to MetaMask and then click copy right under here where it says your account name. Let's click copy and then paste that in here. So whenever my NFT sells, the money is going to be sent to this wallet address. Now, this is where the magic happens. You can see we have an option right here for blockchain. At the moment, it is set to Ethereum, as that is a default. However, we can select this and change it from Ethereum and go to Polygon. And as you can see, the token has also changed to Ethereum on Polygon. Now, you can actually use quite a few cryptocurrencies when working with the Polygon blockchain. So you can add some more tokens as well, such as DAI. Let's go for USDC, and let's also add Rev as well. So these are different cryptocurrencies that customers can own to purchase your NFT on the Polygon blockchain. Now remember, although we have multiple options right here for the Polygon blockchain, Polygon on the whole, along with all of these cryptocurrencies, they are less popular than Ethereum. However, we want to give our customers as much option as possible. Lastly, we need to go with the display theme for our collection. Let's leave it on contained. And I've got an error where I can't click create. It's probably going to be due to my URL in capitals. Yep, let's go ahead and just change this to lowercase. And now you can see this URL is valid. It was simply in capitals before, as I've copied my name above, pasted it in the URL, but you're not allowed capital letters in your URL. So if I scroll down now, I should be able to create this collection. Let's go ahead and click create. And just like that, I now have my new collection, Josh's Bear for the Polygon world. If I actually open up this, it will open up the collection page where you can see it's now time to add an NFT to this collection page. So let's click add item. Let's then upload the NFT which we'd like to have in this collection. I will go for this angry bear once again, which, by the way, just to confirm, you don't want to be uploading the same NFT in different blockchains. You ideally want to have your mind set on one blockchain and then upload your NFT in that collection. That way there is no overlap and people can own the original of each NFT. So for the item name, I will go for Angry Polygon Teddy. Why not? There is no external links. For the description, let's go with the Teddy is angry as he calculated that he spent over $10,000 on gas fees, which is why it's on the Polygon blockchain, but that will do as a description. Make sure you apply it to the right collection, which of course mine is going on the right one, Josh's Bear for the Polygon world. You can add in some properties about this as well. So let's go and add a couple. Let's go for chain. So I'll put in a chain, and this Teddy is wearing, it's a gold $ chain. So we'll just put in gold $. What else is unique about this Teddy? Let's put he's got a laser gun. That would be pretty cool. Let's just put the character. We'll go for a gun, and he has a laser gun. Let's add one more. This is just properties of the NFT we've created. So we've got a plaster on the head. So we can go for plaster. And where is that plaster? Let's just say it's on the head. And then click save. So I've added in 3 properties just to give this a bit more detail when people review this NFT on OpenSea. You can add some other really cool stuff as well, such as unlockable content. A lot of people seem to be doing this these days, and it basically just increases the perceived value of that NFT. However, you can use it for a lot of real cases as well. Imagine you are selling a digital piece of art, and this is art you've created based on a real one you've drawn yourself in the real world. So when people buy your digital artwork, they can also get information after the purchase, which will give them information on how they can acquire the real artwork in the real world too. So that is a really good option OpenSea provide you with as well. I'm going to leave that just for the purpose of this video. There is no explicit content as part of this NFT, so I will leave that blank. Supply, well, there's only going to be one angry teddy on the Polygon blockchain. Again, just make sure you have the right blockchain selected. I don't want to freeze any of my metadata. So lastly, all we have to do is go ahead and click create. And just like that, we have now created our angry teddy, and it exists on the Polygon blockchain. And we can scroll down the page and go to properties, expand this menu, and we can see the properties we've added. The chain is the gold $sign, it's got a laser gun, a plaster head, which is a new trait. So if I was to go ahead and add more NFTs to this collection, and some of them didn't have the plaster, these numbers would automatically generate and give a percentage, which is how you know if an NFT is going to be rare or not. So that is pretty much it. The only thing which you need to do different when it comes to listing NFTs on Polygon is make sure you select the Polygon blockchain. The rest of the process, especially creating the actual NFT, that is exactly the same as we already ran through earlier on in the course. In summary, you now know about another blockchain, which is Polygon, and you know how to sell NFTs on that blockchain and avoid gas fees. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Hello, now NFT experts. Well, I certainly hope this isn't a goodbye forever, and it's just a goodbye for now. I thank you so much for making it to the end of the course with me and taking your time to understand NFTs. Understanding what NFTs are, how to buy them, how to sell them, how to create them, and even how to trade them as well. That is a massive, massive impactful skill to know, especially as the future is getting more and more digital. You now know everything you need to know when it comes to NFTs. That is going to put you in a really, really solid position, whether you're looking to implement this stuff yourself in your spare time, maybe you want to go NFT full-time, or maybe you even want to get a job in the NFT space. The knowledge and information you've learned in this course is going to put you miles beyond the average person. I am really, really humbled and grateful for your support. I wish you tons and tons of success on your NFT journey. The amount of opportunities out there in the NFT space is literally endless. There is new projects launching literally every single hour, and you have all the skills you need to be able to get involved in them. I truly, sincerely hope this course has given you everything and more you expected to get from it. I really hope you found the course valuable. I spent a lot of time and a lot of effort putting it together, especially hiring the animator, as you would have saw earlier on in the course. So please be sure to leave me a review. It would mean the world to me if you can leave me some feedback. Lastly, it would be awesome if you could share the course on your social media platforms and share it with anyone who you think would get value from it. Sharing is caring. Once again, thank you. I hope you loved it. I had a great time making this, and hopefully I'll see you in another one. Goodbye for now.